So this groove looks like it should be really hard, but I've got a really kind of basic way of kind of approaching it. Sounds like this. So it sounds like there's a lot going on, but basically it's a normal groove that you probably already know, which is this. And all we're doing is orchestrating it and taking things into slightly different places. And all we're going to be doing is taking the right hand, and we're going to be doing what I call this kind of crossed ostinato thing, where you take the right hand and you switch it between two instruments. You can do it between a hi-hat and a ride, or a tom and a ride for this groove. And try and do like a normal groove that you normally do here. But try and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and by trying to do a normal groove but move that, it actually throws off your coordination a little bit. So great thing to get started with. And you can move it between any two things. Just to give you this kind of new layer. But what we're going to be doing for this exact groove is going ride, rack tom, ride, rack tom. And then the other thing we had in that groove were the ghost notes, the little right, left thing between the hi-hat and the snare, bass and snare, right, left, bass, snare. But that little right, left, those little notes there, we're going to move them to the hi-hat whilst we're doing this groove here. So if I just put all the right hands on the ride for now, we'd have kick and snare, right, left, kick, snare. You can see that just creates a nice little layer. But when you do that with the kind of moved ostinato phrase there, and then the left hand moving up to the hi-hat from the snare, both hands are kind of moving between lots of drums, which creates this interesting density within your playing. So putting that all together, kick and snare, right, left, kick, snare, kick, snare, right, left, kick, snare. But there's a nasty little bit in the middle where you've got right, left, right, which is a little bit weird, and it kind of overwhelms the brain a little bit when you're first learning it. So again, it's start because you've got the normal part of the groove, so 1 and 2, so that's just kick and snare, and then it's the tom, left hand on the hi-hat, right hand on the ride, left on the hi-hat, right hand on the tom, right, left. And then you just carry on with the groove, playing the snare and the ride, and then another tom to finish it off all together. And then what you can try and do is take that same kind of principle and move it around. So you can see you get some really kind of dense, interesting patterns which you can work into your playing, and it just gets you out of only being stuck on playing on one instrument. So good thing to get into. But that kind of stuff, all these kind of multi-layered things, you can find a lot of courses and that on Drumdex. So check that out if you're interested. And until I see you for the next lesson, you have a great week.